Welcome and thank you for joining us for the Behind Enemy Lines podcast on IAXISRADIO. Hold on to your seats and enjoy the podcast. Like, share, subscribe, and hit that notifications button for future shows. IAXISRADIO, the future of radio and podcast, no limit.
IAXISRADIO, WIAX, the future of radio and podcast. No limit to what we do.
Hello, it's me CEO. Now let's get behind enemy lines with Wiz and Gatekeeper on IAXISRADIO.
Yeah, you already know what it is. Get behind enemy lines with Wiz and Gatekeeper on IAXISRADIO, the future of radio and podcast. They didn't come to play with y'all. Let's get it.
Tell you I love you without falling flat. More flowers and cards, you got a ton of that. More trips off the coast, maybe with a toast. You see I'm putting in time, really need a vote. Head full of these words, only one to quote. I choose you over the gold, that's the end quote. What I don't say, I attempt to show. On a journey through night, I'm guided by your glow. So blessed when you check yes over no. Have a question how I'm feeling, ain't no letting go. Center of my world, you a living pearl. Say it to the world, like I do to you. When I can't find the words, it be getting tough. You put a hold on the time when I get a touch. Get your mind out the gutter, I don't mean that. On this page I write facts and I know that.
It's been a while since I told you I love you, and it's been a while since I made up for all the times I did you wrong. You know I get so busy and you sticking with me is something that I don't wanna forget. Knowing, girl, I'm gonna show you how much I love you, how much I need you. I want you to know that I appreciate you sometimes. I don't know how to say it, girl.
Yes. Welcome back. Happy Saturday. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to adjust the screen. I know they say you might be late, but the Lord said I'm right on time. Right on time, all right? This is Behind the Enemy Lines. Yes, a podcast where we talk about relationships from the male's point of view, but we don't exclude the ladies.
My Mercedes.
And as you can see, I got my great partner, you know what I'm saying, in the building today. D-Chorus, he co-hosting. Wiz is around, you know what I'm saying? But every now and then, you know, a little R&R. Take some R&R, you know what I'm saying?
R&R, baby.
Listen, man, it was hot the last week or so, you know what I'm saying?
Plantation
it was
style.
100 and plus. Feeling like Arizona, you know what I mean? So that might have to make you want to take a time out, take a step back, pull back, you know what I mean?
And it was 3 days in a row.
3 days in a row. That's on some baseball. 1, 2, 3. You're out of here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. 3 days in a row. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank y'all all for being here, tuning in with us right now. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, 365.
Keep going. Keep going.
You got 365, the TuneIn app. Anything that has a mobile device, you can tell Alexa or you can tell Siri, find IAXIS Radio on Behind the Enemy Lines and we'll pop up, all right? Like I said, this is the greatest podcast in the world. I said it. I'm putting my stamp on it.
That's
I said it.
right.
Oh, I'm going to say something, man. I'm going to say it.
Talk about
You know
it.
why? Because we ain't scared, all right, to have it live. You know what I'm saying? We don't cut, no pause, no, let's bring it back. We said something, we said it. It's
No
live
edits.
right here, right now, and we got it in tune with the people, all right? So everybody that's on right now, you can have a say-so in the comment. That's why we the greatest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't wait till a week later to read your post and get back to you. We do it right here, right now.
And address it.
And address it right here, right now. Because I got something to say, he got something to say, but that don't mean we the only opinion, you know what I'm saying, that mouse. You said, good evening, everyone. That's Emma Witherspoon in the building. We thank you. So we ask, because we the greatest, number one in the world, for y'all to share this. Tag somebody, right? If you got topics you want to talk about, you scared, you want to stay behind, we got the witness protection. You can stay behind.
Yeah,
See,
don't
I
be
got
scared.
these are products, but these the police.
These the
you know,
police joints?
joints, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Every once in a while, I get to be a cop or something, you know what I mean? We got the witness protection program for you.
Yes.
All you got to do is email me or DM me at BHLFamily52 Yahoo. That's the email. Or you can DM me at Gatekeeper718. And listen, let me do the heavy lifting for you, okay? Just, hey, man, this is a topic that I think people need to talk about. We need to shine some light on this. I'll do it for you. All right?
Talk about
I'll
it.
take the brunt. That's what we do here Behind the Enemy Lines. I got to make sure you got my 6, you a good one,
Yeah.
and I got your 6. You understand what I'm saying? This is what we do, all right? So if you're a little scary, it's all right. Send it to me, and I'll do the rest. You know
Each
what I'm saying?
one
I'll do
teach
that.
one. That's
Heavy
how it
lifting,
go.
okay? So make sure you email us, you know what I'm saying? Reach out to us. New phone number, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to call in. That's another reason why we the greatest. Because we let you talk here and direct. The phone lines is already open, but we ain't get to the topics yet, so we're going to hop right in a minute. But if you want the number, say, you know what, I got enough courage. For the people that got that courage, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they get to wear the green ring, you know what I'm saying? They get to be a part of the call, you know what I'm saying? The Green Land Corps,
That's
because you
it.
got that courage. You know what I'm saying? To face and speak up on your own. You know what I'm saying? We got the number for you. 914-719-6917. Okay?
Say it again for the people in the back.
914-719-6917. You know what I'm saying? I was jacking that up, you know what I'm saying, last episode. So I thank y'all for y'all patience and working with me to get it right, you know what I mean? So once again, I am the Gatekeeper. You can find me on Instagram at Gatekeeper718. You can find me on TikTok at Gatekeeper718. You can find me on YouTube at Gatekeeper7185. Find me, reach out to me, follow us. We're going to have a lot going on. Y'all don't want to miss where we going. IAXIS Radio is the future. It's already been said, you know what I'm saying? So we ain't going nowhere. We just going to continue to grow and get better and make things happen, okay? So I'm going to give y'all a quick breakdown real quick so we can get into it, all right? We're a little bit behind time, so the times might be a little bit delayed, but these are the segments we're going to have, all right? We got the wild card happening around 6:15, 6:30, okay?
Okay.
And the wild card is when
What
we
up,
allow you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the H that said, what up, homie? We allow you to have a topic that you come right off the dome with, put inside the chat, or you can call in, all right, and tell us about it. And if you don't have one, then we got one. Because you might get a little bored of what we're talking about, you know what I mean? Because we trying to help more people become what they feel as woke, as relevant, as grown folk conversation. This is what we got. When the products come over, this is grown folk conversation, you know, because back in the days, you had to look people in the eye when you was talking to them. You had to know that you was paying attention. You couldn't be surfing on your phone and
Looking down.
looking
Looking in the sky.
Right, you got to be picking up the details. So we got the wild card happening today at around 6:15, 6:30. After that, we got what we call a pressure check. You know what that pressure check is?
Yeah, check in.
Check in. And well, we do it a little bit different here. We allow you to call in, and if we ain't got nobody that want to call in, we reach out and call you. How about that? How about that? I'll call you. I flip through the Rolodex, and I use Rolodex on purpose. I want you to know how dated I am.
It's like DoorDash. We come right to you.
We'll
You know
come
what
right
I'm
to
saying?
you, and we want to hear what you got to say about what we are talking about. Okay, and we got some nice topics that we're gonna talk about.
King of Paddles, what's up?
In the
Peace,
building,
King.
he said, Peace Kings, thank you. Make sure you share this King of Paddles with everybody that you know. Shout out to Tug of War, you know what I'm saying? If everything goes well, they should be back real soon. They was on hiatus for a minute.
hiatus,
Shout out to Tug of War in the building. And then at 6:45, ladies and gentlemen, you know what time that is? Al, Wiz stole Chucky. He not here.
Oh, man.
just because he went on vacation, don't mean you got to take Chucky with him. What was going on?
He don't want to be with
Where
us.
Chucky at?
He don't want him to be with
He
us.
don't want to be us. But anyway, at 6:45, all right, around that time, 6:45 or so, we're going to have Chucky's Cut Battle Edition. All right, we had to make up for some.
He found the Chucky.
Chucky's here. Okay. So the segment still goes on. I thought Chucky was like, yo, he ain't got to work. Yeah, okay, excuse me, Chucky. He's in the building. All right, my fault. We will put him right here. Y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I think I'm gonna slide him back here somewhere so he get a good view. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? He's watching us. Even though he's watching us, he's in the background. So Chucky's Cut is our artist segment where we play a song, you know what I mean? And you got to reach out to us for your song to be played. BHLFamily52@yahoo.com.
Okay.
Shout out to Shondell Coleman. She said, you're wrong for that, Wiz. What are you wrong for? Wiz ain't even here. D Chorus is here. They attacking Wiz and he ain't even here. What happened? What Wiz did?
Here.
He stole Chucky. Oh, so that's what he wrong. He stole Chucky. Okay, you're right. He was for that, man.
He FedEx him back.
Yeah, he
you know what I'm
FedEx.
saying? FedEx right
So
back.
at around 6:45, we're gonna have Chucky's Cut Battle Edition.
Okay.
All right. You got Mr. Wonderful representing Brooklyn and the Bronx in the building. Food on the plate.
Let's talk about
And
it.
then you got Billy God coming out of Mount Vernon, money burning Mount Vernon.
All
You know what I'm
right.
saying? With a G thing. And we want y'all to vote. Ladies, it's not up to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have a vote, but that's what this quote-unquote American system is about, right?
Yeah.
Everybody having a vote, right?
Everybody have an opinion.
Everybody have an opinion, right?
that's
So all of you that are logged on with us, y'all all get a vote. Now, for you artists out there that claim y'all got the dopest music and everybody need to hear your joint and why ain't nobody talking about me? Here I am, giving you an opportunity, and they can't seem to find me.
They might got that hot garbage.
I got, man, I'm outside.
Garbage.
You know, I'm outside, so you can find me. Gatekeeper 718. If you're interested in being on this segment, if you got good music, you know what I'm saying, or you doing music, if you ain't putting it out, what's the purpose?
You know, there's some people don't got confidence, so that's
Confidence?
what it is. That's the confidence.
Well,
you know, send it in, man.
Listen,
send it in.
this is why we got the somebody's on the chopping block today, right? Somebody's going home and they taking their basketball with them.
Yeah.
All right. So if you ain't got confidence, don't reach out to us because it could happen. It ain't up to me. So everybody that's in the comments, everybody that's live, you get the vote on crowd.live. Okay. So you go to crowd.live, okay, and you get a special code, okay? So the code is N as in Nancy, W as in win. Somebody want to win. C as in car, R as in rated R, okay? That is your code for you to vote. Now, when you vote, you got to go to another system. You know what I'm saying? If you smooth like me, you know what? Stop that. I'm going to stop giving them excuses. I know everybody watching right now got more than one device.
Yeah.
So go on your other device, vote, and then come back so we can close the show out right, all right? So that's the rundown for today, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to get into it. And don't hold no mercy, you know what I'm saying? Chucky's here to cut. He wants somebody to be cut,
Somebody
all
got
right?
to go home, B.
So Mr. Wonderful versus Billy God, and let's see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank y'all all for tuning in with us every other Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. I'm going to give some shout-outs to some sponsors. First of all, Voice to Life Tea. You know, make sure y'all go and give that, you know what I'm saying, a taste, a sip. VoiceToLife.com. It's a tea that's good for people that like to sing, people that like to talk, people that like to just yell and argue, you know?
Or even rap.
Or even rap. You know what I'm saying? It's going to help you get your vocals right. Make sure y'all go and get some of that. Also, we want to shout out to Ken Candelas. You know what I'm saying? They came up and he had a great episode with us. If y'all missed that, make sure y'all go and check him out at
Okay. Don't start that. Don't start
That's
that.
the glitch of the Matrix.
That-
you know
don't
what I'm
start
saying?
that, B.
Metal Mastermind. Make sure y'all go and
Okay.
check him out. You know what I'm saying? He's also sponsoring Chucky's Cut, and we appreciate everything he does. So, you know, he's a engineer with a very good ear.
All right.
They specialize in metal music, but he teaches all types of music. So don't be afraid when you go on his site and follow him and think that he's only in one genre. He's a true music person. You know, I don't even have the word for it right now off the top of the head, but he's very diverse in all types of music. Teaches at SAE and he teaches at 3 other schools as well. Teaches music, real music.
Music connoisseur,
You know what I'm saying?
B.
So
That's
he's
what
a
it
music
is.
connoisseur. So make sure y'all go check out Ken Candelas. Follow him on Instagram, Facebook, and everything else. That's Ken Candelas. And if you're a metal guy, hey, he's right up your alley.
Right up your alley.
So now it's time to get to the gusto.
Okay.
It's time to get to the gusto. D Chorus, you know what I'm saying? Introduce yourself for the people that don't know you as well as I do.
Well, I'm D Chorus, author, writer, film producer, educator, advocate, father. I can keep going.
Okay.
Voice of the community, man. That's what it
And
is.
you can tell how you rocking the bucket hat. Where you from?
Bucket hat. Oh, Harlem all day.
Harlem in the building.
Low. This how I
You know
go.
what I'm saying?
I
In the
couldn't do that, but I
building.
want to flip it up so you can see. I can see clearly now.
The rain is gone. Listen, man, I don't mind the bucket. I take the bucket over the shiesty any day.
Yeah.
And when D Chorus was here, and I like people, even though they've been on the show multiple times, to reintroduce themselves, because we got new people that be checking in, and they gotta know that us as brothers, as mentors, as men, that we're taking our brand, our label, our lifestyle, and we're continuing to climb up the ladder, you know what I mean, and reach different heights of success. So it's a success to be here sitting next to you, brother.
Same here, brother.
During Father's Day, we had a great conversation.
Yeah, we gotta retouch that.
We're gonna retouch that. I mean, we celebrated the good fathers, but we held the ones that ain't doing what they supposed to be doing. We held their foot to the fire and put as they said, belt the bone.
Belt the bone.
Belt
You
the
know what
bone.
I'm saying?
And during that show, you came up with a good new language that you wanted us to learn when it came to all the generations connecting with each other.
Generational communication.
Yeah, so tell the people about that again.
Well, generational communication is so many generations in the workforce now due to the economy of America. So you got the silent, you got the baby boomers there, you probably got the Gen X, millennials, and then I don't know what the other alphas and all the others, but all us in the workforce. So everybody got different values, different principles, different times, and we got to all learn how to communicate and work together, you know what I'm saying, for whatever course it is or objective it is or whatever goal it is at your organization or wherever you work. So sometimes people don't understand somebody from a different generation, not to say that theirs is more important than the other. And that's where it get confused at, because everybody means something. So doesn't mean you're right and I'm wrong and I'm wrong and you're right. Take a listen to that person, man. Try to get in tune. And I tell a lot of old people this because sometimes we become out of touch. We think that old, tough love applies to now, and it really doesn't.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted you to share that again. Shout out to Mr.
Dean.
Wonderful. He's in the building. Dean Paul, that's Mr. Wonderful. He said, peace and blessings, family. Mr. Wonderful in the check-in, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Mr. Wonderful, ain't gonna be no technical difficulties this week. So the votes are gonna be live, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what to tell you. But I like that piece of education that you just dropped on us. And that's what Behind the Enemy Lines is about, you know what I'm saying? It's about having better communication so we can foster better relationships on all levels, you know what I mean? So I feel like I'm starting to go, I'm in the mentor role right now, but elder is in my view. You understand what I'm saying? So staying connected to the younger generation and also understanding and trying to help them understand where we all need to connect to get where we're going in relationships, because life is built around relationships, whether you like it or not. And I think somewhere along the line that's been forgotten. So household relationships carry outside of your household. So if your household ain't right, then usually when you get outside, everything else is just going to continue to go wrong. And that's what we want to talk about Behind the Enemy Lines, a podcast where we talk about relationships from the male's point of view, because we talk about more than sports. We're going to get into some sports for a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Because even with the relationships, we gotta fix this. Back in the days, being drafted was a blessing, right?
Yeah.
Why do we have kids getting complaints about where they going and where they not going? In the first round, you getting $46 million.
I think it's privilege.
Privilege.
Some people are privileged. I think that, I was just watching a documentary, Dr. J. Like, it elevated to a point where now some of the players are spoiled. I understand the sponsorships, the license deal with TVs and all that, but
if Utah called me right now and said they're giving me $46 million, me and Dion gonna be best friends. I'm in Colorado. I'm in the mountains. I don't care if all I'm seeing is F-14s doing practice runs. Shut up and be proud that you are in position to chase quote unquote, your dream. And see, that's what my topic is about a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Is it all just a dream? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to bring y'all the reality with my topic today.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Should I give him a little taste?
Give him a little taste.
Give him a little taste.
Little taste.
Okay. Is it a dream? You know what I'm saying? That is the premise of what we're talking about today.
Okay.
Are we in love? Are we in love? Okay. Or just addicted to the idea of being with each other? Are you in love or just addicted? Are these basketball players really in love with what they doing? Or you just addicted?
I think they're just addicted to
Just
the lifestyle.
addicted.
To the lifestyle.
Addicted.
Just-
And we're going to talk about it. We're going to get that because in a minute, we're going to pull up the definition of love. You know what I'm saying? I want you to do that. Pull up the definition of love. Then we're going to pull up the definition of addiction. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to find out, is it just the idea? Or you just the idea of being a millionaire? You don't want to put the work in. You don't want to move. Give me $1 million. I move to Colorado right now. My wife don't want to go. I leave right now. Give me $1 million. Somebody call and tell us, hey, Al, how much you need for IAXISRADIO to be mobile in Utah? Get $4 million. $4 million.
We going.
We going right now. IAXISRADIO behind the enemy line. I'll be in Utah on the first flight. You know, son ain't even get on the flight to go to Utah. Yeah,
He did?
come on, man. What's wrong with us?
You know what? Send them to the G League.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? You got people in the G
Send 'em to
League
the G
fighting.
League.
All right, I know I digress. But this is what's happening in relationships too. So, are you really in love with me, or is it just the idea? And then when you realize that the idea isn't working out, do you hold on too much?
Yeah, some people.
Do you wait too long
Some
to
people.
get out? Are you lying to yourself? These are the things I want to find out. Have we been doing as men? Have you been holding on to, like you said, some of those rabbits scared to sit their music in, to that hot garbage? But since you got it in a good hefty bag, you think it's all right. Because hefty trapped the smell and all that. You know what I'm saying? It's a good quality.
Good quality.
So sometimes that good quality can make you forget you got some hot garbage.
Hot garbage.
Hot garbage.
Yeah, that's the new lingo.
Topic number 2, if we get there. Red pill, blue pill.
Oh, man. Come on with this.
We got to get out the matrix, ladies and gentlemen. We got to get out the matrix. Are you really ready to get out the matrix? And I got to ask you, be honest. Is it love? Or are you just chasing the adrenaline?
Oh, man.
Are you an adrenaline junkie in these relationships? You cry to your right-hand wingman, like, yo, I can't go through this no more with Tasha. She just keep on keeping on. And we give you the advice to get out. And the more toxic it is, the longer and the more you want to go back to it. It's the adrenaline rush and the toxicness keeping you stuck, man.
Some toxic is good.
Sometimes-
I ain't gonna lie.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to know, is it some topic,
toxic is good,
is some toxic good? I want to know.
It is. Some toxic is good.
Hey, y'all in the building with Gatekeeper, D-Chorus,
Hey.
everybody in the chat room. As I will say, the young boy say, strap in with us. This is going to be a bumpy ride.
be a bumpy one.
Because you in the room right now, you know what I'm saying? Al, you're going to be our Morpheus today. You're Morpheus. You want the red or you want the blue? So the blue is don't want no toxic. The red is you want the toxic. You need it. You need it.
50-50.
I think there was one person, he was like, I forgot what the skit it was. He was like, yeah, make love to me, baby. He was poking us. He love me. Tell me you love me. He was stabbing at the same time. It's like choking her. Yeah, baby, just choke me.
Let me take both then.
And we got a wild card video for y'all that we're going to talk about. And I just want to know if the old head was right. I'm going to leave it at that. It was the old head right. You know what I'm saying? And y'all, when we listen to that particular video, and I want to give a shout out because I'm not a content stealer. I'm a content creator. And sometimes we see dope videos on other places, and when I do, I give the shout out to the person that actually put the video together. So the Professional X, so it's THE_professional_X. It's his video, and just what he said in the video, I think is something we gotta think about when we get to these type of conversations. But now, I'm gonna take you on a story. Can I tell you a little story?
I'll tell you.
You know what I'm saying? Because I had just left you. You know what I'm saying? You know, I had a little drinky drink. I was feeling good. Went to the gym. So I went home on my baby boy crap. You know what I'm saying? I was on my Ving Rhames. You know what I'm saying? But there wasn't no action leading up to Ving Rhames. So I'm just in the kitchen cooking. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
In the kitchen cooking, got the music going. buddy, butter. Buddy, butter. You know what I'm saying? But I was behaving, you know what I'm saying? I ain't bothered the wife. I was just in a good mood, you know what I'm saying? We had just left each other. I was just in a good mood, you know what I'm saying? And I did one of those Southern/American meals. I had grits going. I did me some pork chop, slightly seared and fried. I threw a little salad on the plate, and then I threw a little bit of fruits over, you know what I'm saying? Like, all I was missing was a cigar. I was hot, sweating, steaming, AC going. I'm on my baby boy, you understand what I'm saying? And I'm jamming to Alicia Keys at first, and then I said, boom, let me get some Jaheim, right? Alexa, give me Jaheim. And then this song came on. Al's gonna play it in a minute. And then all my topics came to me just right.
Off that song?
Off the song. Al, give him the song. Listen, we can only give y'all a little bit. And I gotta tell y'all gotta stop this crap, man. You know, y'all gotta stop shutting us down when we playing certain songs. We don't own the rights. We don't want the rights, right? We got these artists, if they send in the music, we won't have to do this. Make some good music so we can use some of these independent artists. But this is what Mac White is in the building. Say what's up to Mac White. Vocals by Jamel's in the building. Make sure, and happy birthday again. I would sing, but I'm not as good as you, so I ain't gonna mess it up. I know you had a professional sing to you for your birthday. So yeah, this song came on, and then that's what made me think about the topic. Is it just a dream? So we're gonna dip into this, and then we're gonna get into the topic. Ladies and gentlemen, share this live right now. We live behind the enemy lines. Go ahead, Al.
Let's go.
Yeah. About to put it to him. Check it out. Saying they gonna smell me on this one, no doubt. Check it out. Oh yeah. Listen. On the crosstown with the top down, sounds fading out the back seat. All right, in the shorty too deep, she's flashing me thighs, wind blowing through her hair. Baby, we can take it there, But first I gotta make my rounds. Baby, slow down. My crib's on the other side of town. But from the look in her eyes, she was hypnotized. Rubbed her hands on my chest and started getting undressed. Tell me why, baby.
Breaking neck when you see me looking good. Or could it be the ice you see? But you tell me that you really
feeling me, baby.
I'm thinking that it's all about me. Could it be?
60-inch flat TV, what? Satellite DVD, whatever you need. Got the bubbles in the tub, put the back up. Six sheets made with the back up. Oh, girl, I wanna hit him in the worst way. After that, you'll be coming back like every day. Yeah, send me back to your love. Something else to say. How I had you waiting till the could have been mine.
Breaking down when you see me looking good.
Or could it be the ice you see? Hey, is it really that you really feeling me? Oh, could it be? Could it be? I was on my Ving range, and then it hit me.
What?
First of all, we talked about simp songs on here before. Is this the anti-simp song?
No.
No? Oh, man, I thought I had one. This is not the anti-simp song, why not?
I think this is the anti-blind song.
Okay, you gotta break that down. Well, it's time for these to come on. I think that was the anti-simp song first and foremost, and then it hit me, you know what I'm saying? When you talk about love and everything we talk about, the first topic came to me. So I like to tell y'all honestly where these topics be coming from.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And sometimes we get caught up in the idea of what we see in the person. And look what he said, you see the whip, you see this, and now you telling me you feeling me. And we know what they say about feeling. I'm feeling you. It's like, yo, I love you. I gotta be with you. I need you in my life. I need you in my life.
Yeah.
And that's how we wind up with this topic of, Sean said that's his joint. Yeah, that's my joint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my joint.
Jaheim has some joints.
And then they always want to claim my man Jaheim. You know what I'm saying? Or clown him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because he ain't got no hair. Like, because he ain't got no hair. Is this reason?
Is this the reason?
So we didn't forget all the hits because he ain't got no hair. Come on.
Come on. My man Jaheim, man, he had me with the could it be? And that's how we got to the first topic. Is it just a dream, ladies and gentlemen? Is it just a dream? Shorty got with you. She saw the whip. She saw the chain. She saw the car. She saw the potential. And when I say whips, cars, and things like that, I'm not just talking about rappers. Once you start traveling out of your safe zone, out of your element, you'll see having nice things is happening in regular places a lot.
Okay.
You go to Greenwich, Connecticut right now, man. Just walk down the strip, yo. When I'm at work, I be wanting to get the ski mask. I gotta pass the nice Benz store, the nice Bentley store. They just got Maseratis. Maserati's a regular car in they part of town. Yeah. It's treated like a Honda Civic.
Economics.
So when you go to other places where they have good economics, nice things are a regular thing. When you step in the store and there's not a price tag on things.
Yeah. You know you in trouble.
You going in the store and it's either you buying or you not. You just the different name brands. Are we in love, okay? Or just are we addicted to the idea of each other? So when you hear Jaheim singing in that song, or could it be? He was talking about the addiction, not the love.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna lean back on the simp side, but I think that it's also like emotional immaturity.
Say that again for the people in the back. Emotional immaturity.
Yeah, because he's trying to lead with all the things like to make him seem like he's more than what he is, right? If you didn't have the whip, the chain, would you even still approach that?
But am I wrong for having those things? These things I acquired. We're not talking about okay. Let's get something straight here. We're not talking about the D-boys. We're not talking about going scheming and scamming and taking for those guys. We're not promoting that. Okay, this is not what we're saying. We're saying the green collar, blue collar, straight up hard worker. Okay, so you're a hard worker that done put in your time at the MTA or whatever the case may be. Yeah. You didn't have kids young, early. Child support is not breathing down your back. You done all the right things to be able to pull up in that Bentley. You're not fronting. This is really yours. You got a nice house. You don't spend a lot of time in it because probably the job you work. Yeah. You don't spend, but you acquired these things, right?
There's nothing wrong with acquiring those things, right? But you're leading with those things.
But is that a bad thing?
Yeah.
No, why?
Because it's not about you. Like it's not about
the chat.
you.
I need to know, chat. It's gotta be. It's gotta be about you when you get your stuff.
That's what's wrong with marriage.
Okay, let's get there. Let's get there. I'll explain that.
Marriage is a false, right? Because it's about, hey, what can you provide? So are you really loving? Because if I couldn't provide nothing for you, would you still love me?
See, he's jumping too far down my path. He must have read my notes. I did some research about that. That's like number 5 on my joint. The mirror test. You can't just be hopping into the notes, man.
All right.
Al, I gotta have my stuff better.
I'm gonna give you another scenario, right? Uh-huh. If you look at the Muslim sisters, right, and they dressed in a hijab and everything, right? You can't see if they got a body, anything like that, right?
But I'm not. Can I be 100 with y'all? I gotta keep 1,000 with y'all. I find that attractive though.
But this is what I'm trying to say. The
mysteriousness of not knowing.
But that's the natural. See, you take away all the other elements. That's a natural chemistry, right? You're speaking to a human being. I'm not looking at your boobs. I'm not looking at your butt. I'm just speaking to the person. That's the problem.
I don't know, but you could be getting tricked too, because you might pull up that veil and be like, But it's a. I remember Eddie Murphy said, "Oh crap, give him my dick back."
Listen, we understand, because at the end of the day, if she was a good person, if the conversation was good, if she make me feel at peace, if that was my safe space, do the looks even matter, right?
I would say when you meet those love language things, we talked about this many times on the show before, when you start to know who you are, and that's why I say it kind of is about you, because you're not who you were when you were 15. You're not who you were when you were 25 years old. For some of us, you're not who you was when you were 35. Some of us, not 45. When you were 45, 55, you know what I'm saying? And when you grow and mature, and you got to learn to communicate, and that's why communication is so big. The first person you got to communicate is with yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think there's a different thing between what we used to call back in the day, I don't know what the word is for it now, flossing, when somebody's just coming outside and making a fake persona about them versus somebody that's really fly because that's who they are. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of their DNA. So it's not like you're meeting that person and then tomorrow the pawn shop is chasing them down. So I want to navigate and say that there's a difference in between that.
Producer P said it's not a bad thing to start off with goods as long as you can keep it up. It's all about how you are treated and feel with the other person. See?
Yeah, and I agree with that. And I'll let you go. Go ahead, D. What you feel about that?
Tug of War said, I like how the Muslim women do that. It forces you to look past the physical, make for a deeper connection, keep a lot of guys from getting caught up. That's true.
They also believe in multiple wives and husbands.
Yeah, but you know, not all practice that.
Not all.
Not all practice that.
You know what I'm saying? You might come home with there's two Bobs.
I want to go back to what Producer P said. In the past, when the grandmas and them were broke, they had each other. That's what mattered. Each other at the end of the day, because that's what I'm saying about today's marriage. I think, we correct that out.
Today's marriage, okay.
Today's marriage is a business, right? And it's not love. Because after the divorce, because 50 to 60% divorce, they want to hurt the next person. So how could you hurt somebody that you loved at one time?
Yeah, and they say about 2030 is going to be like 45 to 50% of women are going to be single.
Oh, man.
They say 45 to 50% of women are going to be single. So, it's not that you're starting out like that. For me, for me, it's not about that. It's about, is this who this person really is? You know what I'm saying? So, chromed out, whip. And I want y'all to think about this, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a video break for 1 second, and I want y'all to think about what we're saying, and what Jaheim was saying in that song. Do you really love me? We want to come back and find out what is the definition of love? You know what I'm saying? What do you think it is? Are you just addicted to the idea of each other? Because addiction, a lot of people think it's just a drug.
Yeah.
But love, that emotion can hit you on the inside just like a drug would. How many of you really know that out there? So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Behind the Enemy Lines podcast, IAXISRADIO. We're going to go to a video break, and then we're going to come back with D-Chorus, and we're going to talk more about this. Because I think that is, the opposite to the simp song. Could it be?
Could it be? He was simping.
Let's go to the video.
The blues, the gray, the stress, my gaze me back to life, breathe me back to life. Every time I think about it, I cry. My last sweet tequila, bottom of the bottle. Sanity, leaving me absent on the front porch. Sailing, down by the river. I sail, I'm traveling.
Yes. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're live here on IAXISRADIO, Behind the Enemy Lines podcast. And that was vocals by Jamel. I told you, man, go get some of that Voice of Life tea, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You speak to the singing fairy and drink some Voice of Life tea, you might could sound like that. Down by the river. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got it in me, but you know, she make me want to sing, man. She got a very beautiful voice. You can find her on everything that's streaming. Also, I believe they have a website. Al, if you have the website, put it up. Vocals by Jamel. Shout out to Dot Vieira in the building. She'll be on the next episode of Behind the Enemy Lines, I believe. Interview coming up. Dot, man, we want to know what's going on. Before we move on, I do want to acknowledge an award that I got with Better Green Entertainment this week, the Community Impact Award for Better Green Entertainment.
Check it out.
For Miss Bancroft and Miss Paris, I want to thank y'all. This is an event that we've been doing for a while now, about 3 years at the school. We go there during Easter time, and also during our cancer awareness, we go there as well. So I want to thank them for this community award while we're here today on Behind the Enemy Lines as well. I look forward to doing more and more things with y'all. Shout out to all the teachers and all the schools that are doing big things. If you want to work with us, all you gotta do is email bhlfamily52@yahoo.com, and we can make some things working. So back to what we were saying. It's time to get out the matrix, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Is it just a dream? Are we in love or just addicted to the idea of each other? So like Jaheim was saying in the song, you know what I mean? Was it the whip? Was it the change? Was it the cars? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was it? And is that love that was being displayed or what you was looking at? Were you able to keep the relationship together? You know what I mean? Love is what, D? Tell us what love is.
Well, this is what they got. A complex emotion characterized by deep affection, care, and commitment, often involving a desire for another person, happiness, and well-being.
So when you desire another person, because it said care, so care got to be in there somewhere with love.
Yeah.
Desire got to be there somewhere with love. And you kind of jumped ahead a little bit, and we're gonna touch on it because I got 5 different things that I was read in the article. And it talked about different stages, you know what I mean? And I know what love is to you. What is love to you? And people in the chat, y'all can answer as well. If y'all don't like the Webster's Dictionary definition of love, what is love to y'all? You know what I'm saying?
It depends on what am I loving. See, that's I'm saying it depends on what am I. If you're saying
uncomfortable conversations. This is what we do.
If you're saying a human being,
yes, a human being. I mean, okay. I don't want you to love the cactus, but if you do, you do. That's the cactus.
Some
if you're trying to
think about this,
cross-pollinate with a cactus, I don't know what to tell you.
Some people love their cars more than they love their wives.
That could be a thing, but if I catch you doing something in the gas tank, I'm gonna say something wrong with you.
Nah, it doesn't have to be physical. See, you looking at the physical aspect.
So learn me.
I'm just
Shout out
saying.
to Wiz, he in the building. He said, "What up, fam?" On the couch.
Well, yeah. Hold it down, Wiz. Congrats on the award, bro. That's brother Wiz saying. Love to me for another person is what that just read. Like a connection, care, sacrifice. You know, that's, you know, it's really about the connection with the other person.
Okay.
Right? You know, if it goes to material things, then it could be whatever defines to you. Because there's some people that love material things more than they love the person. So this is why I say it gets tricky for some people, because somebody can love what you do for them, but doesn't actually love that person.
See, that's another thing. You jumping on my. You must have been in my notes last night, man. You jumping in my notes because see that the first thing I wanted to talk about. Are we struggling with the relationship because we bought into the illusion? You know what I'm saying? Are people buying into the illusion of what everything, quote unquote, a relationship is supposed to represent? Are more people falling in love with the illusion?
Nah, I think people just want what they want. That's just a reality to what it is. And some people are in denial about that.
So you saying people are in a relationship because they want a relationship. So why do they act like they don't want to be in a relationship?
No, some people are in a relationship because of what's being provided.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. So what are the first? Well, no, we're not gonna go there, okay? Because I'm saying that because once again, I think a lot of people are in love with. When you're single, and this is just my take on it, because when I was single, I guess I looked at that like that too. I looked at everybody else holding hands and hanging out, and when everybody left, they had someone to be with or to go with, you know what I'm saying? Before I got into a relationship where everybody else was going their own ways, it was just me and the bench. You understand what I'm saying? It was, you know what I'm saying? That's when you start calling your boy flat lever. Remember that in the back day? Like, yo, you was the third wheel, but you calling him a flat lever because he got something to go and tend to. And when I say tend to, I don't just mean the physical aspect. We're not talking about the physical aspect right now. We're just talking about falling in love with the illusion of a relationship, companionship. You know what I'm saying? It looks like everything is fun. It looks like everything is beautiful. It's wonderful.
It depends on how you look at it. Because like I say, if you look at a lot of basketball players, they get married. Once their career's over, most of the time, most of them are getting divorced. Right?
Could it be?
Could it be? Because it just was...
No more the iced out watch?
It just was what you could provide. It was a lifestyle. Some people want to be a part of that lifestyle. Right? So you can see... I don't want to body shame nobody, but you can see a big person with somebody like, what they doing together? You know what I'm saying? You know, so he might be paying or she might be paying, depending on what gender it is. Like you, so tell you what, a lot of people are in love with the idea of a relationship, but not ready to do the work.
See, and that's what gets us in trouble with the
H said it's delusion mixed with illusion.
Ooh, okay. I like that. Feel free to expand on that. It's illusion. What is that? Illusion mixed with illusion. I like that. I like that. I definitely.
Hey, Gabe.
Yes.
Can I interrupt?
Sure.
Okay, so
your mic sound a little low though.
Okay, let me make an adjustment real quick.
Okay.
Make an adjustment. Let me bring Al in.
Brother Al coming in.
Behind the enemy lines is what we do. We got them all over. Don't get Skyped.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 testing 1 2. 1 2 1 2 testing 1 2. I'm gonna get there. Give me one more second.
So while Al gets ready.
1 2 testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, can y'all hear me better?
Yeah.
All right. So you asked a question, and D read off the definition of what love is, right?
Right.
So I think that dictionary version is really skewed, okay, and it doesn't get to the core of what love should look like, what real love is, and how love represents itself, okay? So for me, my definition is this: love is patient, love is kind, love is not selfish, love is sacrificial, okay? Love is unconditional. Love is when you put everything before yourself when you're dealing with that other person. Love is when you say, you know what? I'm willing to sacrifice everything that I have to make sure that my counterpart has what they need to have. That's what real love is. Love is saying, I'm willing to die for you. That's what real love is.
Now,
because that's what Christ did for us.
Now, here's the thing I want to ask you about that, Al.
Talk to me.
What if you do all that on your part, and then you got a partner that don't know that way?
Well, here's what the thing about love, though. When you show love through action in those ways, it plants a seed, and that partner can't help but to want to do the same for you. Because in their spirit, they feel it so much. It's like you know, like Christmas time when you anticipate, you know, you're gonna get this and that. Okay, that partner be like, oh, I can't wait to define a moment so I could do for them what they're doing for me.
Dot said, love isn't love anymore. It's no longer unconditional. I kind of agree with that. Go ahead, D-Course.
H said right. See, that's what I'm talking about, the generation. I think, Al, that was a generation, what you said is 100% right, from looking at the past. Today's, you can't put a seed in the concrete. And I think that, a lot of people have hard heads. And they don't get the message. They don't get to see what you just said about the sacrifice, the unconditional love. They're not able to see that.
But D, I'm not to interrupt you, but the problem is, ain't nobody walking around with jackhammers. If they're walking around with jackhammers, they could penetrate the concrete. You know what I mean?
Yo, where'd you get that one? That was a good one, Al. Ain't nobody walking around with jackhammers.
Well, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to bring it back. I just look at it. When the last time you heard a good love song?
Now, but see, that's the thing though, because now when you think about the good love songs, when we was going through those lists, and that's why I thought about the anti-simp song, a lot of those good love songs were simp songs. So were they programming us to not be able to have a jackhammer on hand to dig into the concrete so we could plant that soil, or we could plant that seed in the soil, or we just to a point where the newer version of relationships are not having both partners doing what Al said, and that's what I want to talk about. Because could it be, when you think about the dream versus the reality, you go to bed with a dream, right? It can feel good. You was a superhero in that dream. You got everything done. You got money. You got cars. Because you put in the work in your dream. Now, when you wake up, you have to now put in that work to have the dream. I think a lot of people, when they talk about the dream and when it comes to relationships, you want what you want, like you said a minute ago. Like, you might want a little poo-tang every now and then, but you don't want to put in the work. You might want them to bring you lunch, but you don't want to put in the work. You might want them to water your flowers, but you're not putting in the work. You might be pouring into a cup with a straight hole in it, not even halfway full, and you just sucking meat. So when you got what Al said, and back to what you said, how do we come to a fine medium where we can get to where Al is at and where the new generation's at, so we can have what we need, so we can be that bamboo tree that's gonna grow through the concrete.
We need, Al, I think we're gonna have to start getting more construction workers to walk around.
Yeah, right? Yo, listen, we'll this is what we'll do. We'll cut a deal with Dickie and Tim's, right? Mm-hmm. Right? And we get everybody suited, and then we get the jackhammers, right? We get the nail guns. Okay, we're gonna start penetrating, man, these hardcore cores that walk around with no feeling, no understanding of how to treat people, and no social abilities. Once we start being the example, number one, they're gonna feel left out. And you know how people are. Once they feel left out, they want to be a part of something. Yeah. So they're going to have no other choice but to give in.
Mm-hmm. I want to read some of these comments.
Okay.
So many dimensions to the corridor of love. You have to mesh with who a person can get with.
Mm-hmm.
Tug of War said, like D. Corp said earlier, relationships are business now, which is sad. Everyone is afraid to be a simp. You gotta watch that. Nah, you gotta watch that, Reg. Proud simp here. Come on, man. Diggity 238 said, take care of the king and king will take care of the kingdom. Ooh,
I like that. I like that.
He said, people have to agree to listen and learn from each other like we used to.
And that's why we have this podcast and why we script it the way we do, because we have to get back to be having, you know what I'm saying, two voices that can have a conversation, not an argument. You know what I mean? And I think what Al was talking about, that's what I heard in the music, and that's how I love. But if you wasn't listening to what I was listening to, you're not loving me. Because now, what I did, what they said we're not supposed to do, I built up expectations.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? And the expectations have been getting me in trouble. So if it's been getting me in trouble, I know there's because I can admit that I had expectations because of the standards that were set before me coming in from the people that I did watch and the things that I did do. So imagine how it is for a person that can't admit that, and they just looking at their partner like, well, when you gonna get right?
True. I feel like this, right? I think maybe the past songs wasn't really simp songs. Maybe that was love today's songs is the simp songs, because everybody act like they don't need nobody.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Everybody
I
act like
that.
they don't need nobody. And you hear somebody messing with your girl, you ready to
Crash out. Yeah, it's no in between no more. It's just automatic crash out. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. D-Course is gonna read that in a minute. Behind the Enemy Lines podcast, we talk about relationships for the male's point of view, but we don't exclude the ladies. The phone lines is open 914-719-6917. If you want to call in and give your voice to us, you know what I'm saying, on Lynn. We're going to borrow it, you know what I'm saying, on Lynn, because maybe we not getting something right. And go ahead, D-Course, you can read that.
Dot Rivera said, if you have true love, hold on to it. I don't feel it's the same anymore. I agree with you, Dot. Like, it's really not. Unlike most people nowadays, I'm afraid to love. I carry a sledgehammer all the time.
See, and if you're a man, who was that, T?
That's tug of war.
That's tug of war. See, that's what I want to expand and reach down to my brothers that's under me and even some that's my age, because I see that with a lot of people that's definitely my age. They not trying to love. And I think when you forcing yourself not to do something, you stop expanding, you stop growing, you stop believing. And when you stop believing, you unbeknowingly pass that on to the next young man that's watching you. Don't be afraid to love. It's not gonna always be peachy cream. Like a lot of people think it's always peachy cream.
Well, you got that's a little. You got to be cautious with loving who you love.
I think that's better
because a lot of people are mentally unstable.
Okay.
Right. So I don't know if you've been watching lately. All these men that been crashing out. You had the guy that unalive.
Yeah, at the one at the gas station.
No, see, that's another one.
Oh, that was just crazy.
That's another one.
That was just crazy.
But we talking about the guy that unalived his girlfriend. She was a bodybuilder influencer, right? He unalived her, and I think he unalived the boyfriend at the restaurant. They broke up, right?
I think I might have saw that.
Then you got, the guy that did it on Facebook Live, right? So you got all these guys just crashing out, right? They don't know how to deal with the emotion, right? And like I said before, some people are in it for what they're in it for. It's not really love, it's the illusion.
But I want to say, that's why I said we don't want to fall in love with the illusion, right? And for the men, we got to let ourselves know that emotion does exist. You understand what I'm saying? And either it's going to be anger or it could be another action if you start to train your inner you.
I took Dot said it's hard because of women in today's society. I took a training, mental health training. What up, fam?
Shut up, peace, Trey Line.
And these demons.
These demons.
Love is knowing how to love yourself in order to love others.
I agree with that.
It's not the men's fault. It's beginning to be one-sided because of the way it is today. I feel sorry for the men today. I'm going to touch on that.
I love that, yeah.
King of Paddles, I've done my part by showing women that good guys are still around, love still exists.
I don't know. You're running around whooping women with paddles, Reggie. I don't know, man. I don't know if you're really a good guy. We got to have the women speak on that one.
Social media plays a major part of the concrete being put down.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But she said it's hard for men today because we gotta be so strong and so tough.
But I think men have always been strong and tough.
Yeah, but that's not really true.
Why? Expand on that.
I think we was strong and sturdy to a certain point. Like when it comes to your family, you're soft. Right? When it comes to your kids, you're soft. When it comes to your wife, you're soft. Going outside the doors, you're gonna be hard. Right? But other than that, you're soft. So if those pieces are affected in any way, then you're not as strong as you think you are.
Well, see, I feel like men have always had to be strong. I think before you wasn't. It wasn't really given. I don't want to seem like you never had a choice, but you really don't have a choice. You have to step up to the plate, and even if you are a loving teddy bear father in the house, and when you step outside, you don't have to be the gangster, shoot 'em up, crash out individual. I think certain people have signed up for certain things because they know it's available for an excuse. I think that's the word I was looking for, an excuse to say, okay, this is what happened. I never got in touch with my sad side. I never cried before. I never had a hug. You lying, you know what I'm saying? At some point you had a hug. At some point you cried. Even if it's third grade and you scraped your knee. You know that there's other feelings and emotions in there. You had that first crush, you know what I'm saying? Probably when you was like 8 or 9 years old. You know, and I was explaining this recently to someone in a conversation, and they ain't like the way I said it, because when it comes to people that are under 18, you don't have a boyfriend, you don't have a girlfriend, because they can't protect, provide, or educate you really enough, and y'all growing together. So when you put titles to your type of relationships, the titles come with things that you think you have to do. When you say you're a boyfriend, do you think you just have to kiss her? Do you think you got to smooch her butt? Do you think you got to fight off these other guys? Do you think she belongs only to you? When you say you're a girlfriend at a young age, do you think you got to now show your butt more? Do you think you have to have sex? Do you think you have to carry yourself a certain way? Be careful with the titles that older people are telling you that this is how you got to act because this type of relationship. I think that's what gets us in trouble and gets us more confused. So when you're having these crash outs, because the terminology for what they were doing didn't fit the time or the setting.
I think King Apparel said spanking is more than just physical. All right, King. All right, you're right, Gate. That's why men are crashing out now. When a man don't have an outlet and always have to be strong, have no one to console, and begins not to be soft because he's dealing with so much, women need to start letting the man know I got you. That's safe space. I feel like men don't have a safe space.
It's supposed to start at home. It's supposed to be with the partner that you develop with, you know, because you meet the representative for the first 2-3 years.
Yeah. That's
you know what I'm saying? So usually we don't find out till year 4 that we might have to restart in the pool. And I'm going to touch these 5 topics, ladies and gentlemen. I know we're running behind the time a little bit, so we're going to get to the wild card in a second. Because these might be the struggles that the man is having with to find out if, A, is it just a dream? Are you in love with me, or are you just addicted to what it could be like, or what it feels like when you're around me? Because to have love, you got to put in that work.
Yeah, but I think people get love and lust mixed up.
I agree.
That's the thing. Like, you know what I'm saying, Jaheim, you was lusting because you pulled out. See,
yeah, but lust is one of the 7 sins. I mean, lust, we're all born with that.
That's why he's singing, could it be?
Could it be? But that's that reality check that we need. So let me get into some of this, and you can read the quotes after I say this. So, ego validation or love, you know what I'm saying? Do you love them, or do you love how they validate your worth? Is that part of the problem?
I think, yeah, that is part of the problem.
So how can we fix that? Because I wouldn't even say fix it. We can't fix everything today, and that's why I have topics like that. This is just to get the wheels going. Was Jaheim chasing Shorty for the ego validation?
Yeah.
Or was it real love? But he wasn't really chasing her either, because the way he was singing the song is something happened for him to see something different in her to make him notice, why are you with me? Is it because everything else? Hold on.
Yeah.
Did somebody show up with a bigger Bugatti than me, and all of a sudden she acting funny?
Yeah, most of the time, yeah. They perfect example. Not to knock the young brother. You look at Travis Hunter. Could it be?
Oh, could it be? I hope it's not, man. That young man. I will talk about it on another show.
What's the other basketball player that whose wife was he retired now, man?
Oh, God, you can read that, D.
But I can say some women don't know or never learned to be that for a man because of how we grew up and who we saw. We have to want to learn how to. I agree with you, Dot, and that's what I'm trying to say. You got to watch who you lay down with. That's the most important thing. We ain't learned that.
But on day one, on the first knockdown, you're not gonna be caring about that. So how many knockdowns I'm starting to think about how many licks before I get to the. How many knockdowns is it gonna take before you start to say, you know, is this a real relationship? Is the first? Because sometimes it's the first, what's the word I'm looking for? One night stand. That's what I'm gonna say.
Well, it depends on what household you come from. If you come from a certain household, your parents are supposed to give you certain principles and values. And outline, right? So if you don't have that, you running in blind. And then when you running blind, like the good brother Al said, it feels good. You understand? It feel good. So when it feel good, you're blinded. When you're blinded, you can't see. Now you emotionally attached to something that's not sincere, it's not genuine, and it's not what you really think it is.
Okay.
So now you upset because she treating you like a homie.
I like that skit though with Big John with the homie. You know what I'm saying? But and also what I feel about Dot is, women, in my opinion, don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that they was never taught or they don't know. When you start saying that to a woman, you just get a whole nother side. So I think you got to leave the women's coalition to start letting them know. Because when the men say it, we get cussed out here. You know what I'm saying? The waters be murky. Can I say that?
Yeah, the water's murky, but as men, we got to step up and be men. See,
what does that mean? Step up and be men. What does that mean?
That mean we haven't really evolved. A lot of us haven't evolved. We still have a childish mentality. So the woman had to adjust.
Now you say some of us haven't evolved. Are you talking 45, 40, 35, 25, or 18s? Well, who hasn't evolved?
Men, period.
No. I gotta do as you would say. I gotta push back on that. I've been around a lot of very evolved brothers that women are not picking the evolved. You know, and when I say that, even going back, and you can read that comment after. You see the video dropped out. Shorty was 45 years old, and she's preferring the young boy over that evolved man.
Because she's dealing with self-image issues.
So
she's still with
ego validation,
self-esteem. It go both ways.
So I want them to see that it goes both ways. So
does
it's ego validation.
Yeah, they need the ego validation. As you get older, a human being needs to know that they're still good at some capacity.
Yeah, it's called the big thumbs up. Start giving your partner a thumbs up. Where the camera at? Give your partner a thumbs up, man. Let him know that he doing all right, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, that is something, to tell you the truth, we don't get that enough, but that be the dopest phone call you can get from your partner, and you just pick up the phone like, hey, what's going on? Because, you know, we see that wifey call coming in. Men don't lie. Everybody keep 100. The first thing we think about what we done did, what went wrong, what we got. So you pick up the phone, they be like, I just want to tell you you're doing a great job. I love you. And you know, you get the big thumbs up. You know how good that phone call would be?
Feel good.
Could it be?
Could it be?
Could it be?
She ain't need the checkbook? Oh, okay.
Yeah, go ahead, read that.
A lot of people are being raised by people that never healed from their first relationship. When we spoke about that, we get called pick me. Doc, don't do that.
I love that.
When I see what it is, oh man, Doc, come on.
You know, to go to kind of what number 2 was, emotional chaos feels like passion. Are we getting it confused that it's emotional chaos? And I be wondering that sometimes. I be seeing the weirdest relationships, and then it looks so loving, and I be like, maybe if I drink 2020 and spaz out on you every day, I'll get a nice hug in the bill. Do I gotta drink Al? Do I gotta get the 2020 Mad Dog side of me out? Do I gotta bring it back?
So here's the key to that, right? You know, when we're children, we young boys, we play with toys, right? But when we become men, we put away childish things.
And H said the truth hurts. It does. And women, we know now that it's been scientifically proven, damn near biblically proven at some points, that they don't want accountability. Not saying that men don't need it as well. We need accountability as well. You know what I mean? So when it comes to emotional chaos, learn if you're in a relationship that has emotional chaos that's keeping you together, that's not love. You know what I'm saying? It says, you ever notice the more toxic it gets, the harder it is to walk away?
Yeah.
Why is that, guys? Tell me. Tell me why.
I think we all like a little toxicity. I'm telling you, we all do, man. I don't care what nobody says.
It's because my baby got a hold on me.
You got a hold on me, man. You got a hold on me.
It's a rumor out. The ones with the toxic, they got the good. Feel good.
Listen, man. I gotta. You know, if I wasn't married, I would say I'd go and try and find out.
Nah, you don't want to find that out because I don't want to see you on the news.
See me on the news.
I give appreciation cards when I feel it's needed, saying how much I appreciate my partner just because.
That's dope. You need that. You need that. That is, and I don't think that's ego validation, but that's just being a good partner. What?
After we call and say that, you be thinking, what is she working up to ask for? Producer P, I need consistency with that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know down the line
Something's coming.
There's something coming. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And that's what I want to say with Jaheim in a relationship is that sometimes we have been programmed to be this way.
Oh, we got a caller?
We got a call. Let's do it. Caller, you're live on Behind the Enemy Lines with Gatekeeper, D-Chorus, and the crowd is in the background. Who we got on, caller?
You got your boy King of Paddles.
What's going on, King of Paddles? Oh, we was talking too much. He had to text in. What's going on, King?
I want to comment on that. I'm over that toxicity part, right? And I feel like people saying a toxic relationship because it's addictive, right? It's kind of like being put on a drug, right? You get used. You know that it's toxic, but there's a certain level of comfortability that comes into it, right? Which, it sounds weird, but you know that depending upon how toxic she is, you know that every day you won't walk up in there and you can expect the exact same thing. You can expect that if she saw you that you like the picture, some shorty's picture, she gonna fight over you, right? And you come to expect and you come to love that fight.
I don't love that fight. What?
Yeah.
D-Chorus, come on, somebody, people in the comments.
Reg, I ain't talking about that type of toxic now.
Hey, listen, there's different levels of toxic.
Well, we know, because you King of Paddles, so we know that you definitely different levels.
No. I'm not even talking about physical, right? I'm not even talking about physical. And even like one of my comments before, when I said spanking is way more than just physical, right? When it comes down to spanking, it's also a mental thing too, right? Anybody that has done that properly, well, no, there's a mental component that goes along with it too. But going back to the toxic relationship, it becomes something that you expect, and you know.
You don't expect to walk in your house and get punched in the chest before you get hugged. That's not a good relationship.
I didn't say it's a good relationship. Right?
I want that
I said
Bobby
it was
Brown and Whitney love.
I'm just saying that it's something that when you in that, it's something that you come to expect because it's consistent, right? You don't have to wonder, what's gonna happen today, what have you. Well, it's consistency, and we get addicted to consistency, right? Just think about it's kind of like being on a schedule, right? Think about what happens when your schedule gets messed up. Right, it throws you all the way off. But you know that when you in that toxic relationship, when you come home, this is going down each and every day. Now, is it healthy?
Reggie,
no,
you sound addicted, Reggie.
Reg, I'm gonna tell you this, right? I like a little toxicity in my relationship. Did you see Whitney and Bobby? I love you, Bobby. He loved her, the crackhead. You understand?
See, I don't want to get to the crackhead part, though. I don't want to get there.
Queen Whitney. What I'm saying is,
I don't want to get there.
That's loving unconditional, even when you got faults. This is what I'm saying about the toxicity. I know you're not perfect, but I still love you.
Keep that thought. Yo, we want to thank you for the call. We're going to open the line for other people. Make sure you stay online and be ready for this battle coming up in a couple minutes or so.
Oh, we need to...
All right, peace, King.
Peace, King. Stop spanking him, Reg.
Stop. Number 3, because we're going, like I said, the timing is a little bit off, but we thank y'all for being patient with us before we go into the wild card.
You want to make that call now? Or pressure check?
We can work in reverse. We can go ahead and we'll do the pressure check first, and then we'll go to the wild card after. What's the number? The number is 914-719-6917. Don't call in yet, because we're going to be reaching out to a caller right now during the pressure check. It's pressure check time. We're going to call up someone to get their thoughts on it, all right? So let's call up that person. While we dialing up the number, I'm going to give y'all number 3. You had ego validation or love, then you had emotional chaos, while people think that it's all right to, stick you with the hot iron and you pull my hair. You know what I'm saying? Emotional chaos. Then you got number 3. The fantasy is all in your head. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could be with somebody in a relationship and the fantasies in their head, they think it's better than what it's really going. You need somebody to let them know it ain't going the way it's going.
They don't really love you though.
They don't love you. And then we got number 4. Would you still be there? You know what I'm saying? If they wasn't doing what they was doing.
Yo.
Caller. We got the caller on.
Zan Diggity on the line.
Hey, Diggity, what's good? That's good. We want to get in touch with you, you know what I'm saying? We want to thank you for picking up and being on Behind the Enemy Lines Pressure Check. We got to call our second caller real quick, so we got to do this in under 60 seconds. Are you ready to be the Mission Impossible guy?
Born ready, brother.
So we asking, you know what I'm saying? You heard, could it be Jaheim? Are we in love or just addicted to the idea of each other?
I think love is like wallpaper, bro.
You said love is like wallpaper? It's horrible to get off.
Break that down.
Love is the new wallpaper. You just put it up. You just put it up to hide everything that's hurting you, everything that's healing you, wherever the process is, and you replace it with the idea of love.
Oh, that's hard.
Like that. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, Red.
Yo,
Ed,
that was hard. He said love is like wallpaper, hides everything. And my brother Allen's in there, you know what I'm saying? The trucker, he had a dope song on that joint. I didn't know we was talking about my ex-wife.
Oh,
Do tell. You behind the enemy lines. We can help you with that. Ed, man, we appreciate you. We're going to get to the second call, but we like that. Love is like wallpaper.
I'm going to borrow that, all right?
I'm going to borrow that too.
Yo, this is my favorite podcast in the world, man.
That's what
we
I'm talking
appreciate you, man. We're gonna need you to come in soon. I got a group that I'm reaching out to called Aim High. When they come in, and Aim High is not to get high. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out to Kevin Riley, and we did the Juneteenth walk with them, and it was a group. So Aim High is an acronym for what they do, but it's a group of young men that got a mentor, and they doing real good thing in the Bronx. All young kids getting into stocks and all types of stuff like that. So I might want to do a cross show with y'all when we do that. So I want to thank Ant Diggity, and if you want to be on the Pressure Check, y'all know how to do, man. Hit me in the DM, and we will get you on. Thanks, Ant Diggity.
I'll call.
We're going to go to the second caller, you know what I'm saying, before we lose them. We be having people waiting sometimes. We got to make sure we do that. So what you think about that? Love is like wallpaper.
That's dope. I like that. Alan said I was in love 100%. Still hurt as much as today. It did 14 months ago. Love is definitely a wallpaper now.
But when you say that you're still hurting, you know what I'm saying, is that because you're not dealing with the trauma? What you think about that, D? When somebody say they still hurt, because time, you need time to heal all wounds. That's just what it is. That's life.
Well, I'm gonna say, Alan, go get some help. Get some therapy, because you might hurt somebody else because you hurt.
And I will also say this: don't be in a rush. Don't rush the process. You understand what I'm saying? Like when you're dealing with pain, you can't rush the process. If you try to skip past it, rush through it, you probably will never.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 914
you think that you are not better. You understand what I'm saying? Sure. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Because a lot of us, when something is hurting us, we just want to get over it. We don't really want to learn what we have to learn from those situations.
And that's why a lot of people, be falling in love with prostitutes.
Why? Because they sell an illusion. Sell an illusion.
Not only that, they be hurt from whatever, and then she acting like she's gonna be the next, and then she turned out to be Anna Nicole Smith. So.
Oh wow! And or the lady from Misery, you got locked in the bed with him, with breaking his ankles and all that. So number 4 on our list was, would it still be the same if that person wasn't doing the things that they were doing? And like you brought off earlier in the show, you know what I'm saying? Would you still be with that person? Would you still be enticed? Would you still be holding on? Would you still be looking for them to be the anchor to your ship? Or are you still only hooked on for what you getting out the situation? You know what I mean? Don't just be helping Captain Hook out. You know what I'm saying? When the ship start going down, you got to be Shmee. What about Shmee? And then number 5 on the list, and I want y'all to tell me what y'all think about this. This little test. And when I read this, I thought about you because you talked about this in your new book that you're working on, Mirror versus the Window.
Yeah.
But this test that they talk about, it's just called the mirror test. If you take away the physical, right, the sex, the convenience and the fear of being alone, would you still choose the person you with?
Yeah, I would. Person I'm with, they dope. Funny, get on my nerves, keep me balanced, safe space. Plus, she gonna hold me down.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. But that's a test. That wasn't for you to answer. I'm glad you answered.
I'm just saying, because as you get older and the pistol not working, what else you got? You understand? Let's be honest.
You get roast box. They got all these things to help you out.
We're gonna be taking our teeth out together, you know what I'm saying? Watching and joking, you know what I'm saying? So you need real love, man. If you ain't got real love, go find it, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But be careful finding it.
He said, dude, I lost my whole life. Feels like I took the damn blue pill. And then 5 years later, someone roofied me, my God, with a new pill, with the red pill.
Hey, prostitutes are more honest than my ex-wife, and at least they get paid.
He said, hey, prostitutes are more honest. So that's a test that you can, I don't know if it's a successful test, it's going to be like.
Wait a minute.
What he said?
My ex-wife had it backwards. She was stealing my money to pay them.
This is what we bring out.
Definitely
we create
chose
a space.
My woman one time. Alan, make sure you get a therapy, Alan. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, he's been working on it. That's my brother. You know what I'm saying? We talk, and he's actually putting it in his music as well. Okay. So he's got different outlets that he's been working on. But this is the process you gotta go through. Be angry, get it out, talk through it. Like, I don't know all the stages because I'm not a therapist. My daughter want to be a therapist when she finishes high school. But there are stages that you have to go through so these feelings don't shock you no more. But also, you don't hold it against the next person that might come along that might be the one for you.
And that's why I say get some therapy. I'll be curious, was she paying a YN? Like,
was it a YN she was paying, Alex?
I got 2 and a meds doctor. Well, we're going to have to get you off the meds, man. So, you know what I'm saying? No meds.
Behind the enemy lines, we're going to help you get off the meds. You know what I'm saying?
Work out. Go to the gym, man.
We don't know if this test is going to be successful, but do the mirror test. Find out if you take everything away. And the mirror test is really a reflection of you. And that's why I said I thought of you when I found this, because it talked about your book. So when you talk about the mirror, it's not you doing the test to the other person to see if it'll work. It's you doing the test to yourself. Take away your fear. Take away your comfortability. Take away, because a lot of people do stick around with things longer because of just that knowing, like kind of what King of Paddle said. Oh, it's crazy, but I know this is gonna happen. No, don't sock me in the face if I don't need to be socked. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, don't just stab me in the middle of my sleep.
That's abuse. It's different between
that's what I'm saying.
That sounds like
Al, let's go to the wild card. It's getting crazy out here. I don't feel safe no more, Al. So in this particular wild card, like I said, I give props to the Professional X, and you can find them on YouTube or whatever the case may be. And Instagram is _professional_X. And it's a simple question. Was the old head right? And I'm gonna tell y'all now, I'm gonna give y'all a disclosure. There's a curse in the video, but there's not a lot of curses, but there's a couple curses in the video. Al, let's roll the video. It's the wild card. So like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is the segment of the wild card on Behind the Enemy Lines where we switch up topics. I mean, we was talking about, you know what I'm saying, could it be, you know what I'm saying? But this is y'all opportunity also to talk about different things y'all might want to talk about. And we got a video for y'all right now. Was the old head right?
This old man the other day, and I asked him, I said, why are some women gold diggers? He said, there are no gold diggers. Women are naturally expensive, some more than others. So pick one in your price range and shut the fuck up.
D. Corey, first. You get to go first, and people in the chat, y'all get is the old head right? That's all I want to know. Is the old head right?
The elder broke it down. This is why we need this generational communication. This is what we talking about right here. Get your price range. Some people you can't afford a Bugatti.
I want the Bugatti.
You got a Hyundai money. You understand what I'm trying to say?
So I gotta put the extra speakers and just vibrate.
That's what you gotta do.
I gotta do.
Some people out of their lane.
They out of their lane.
They out of their lane.
Al, that's what you've been trying to tell us this whole time. That's what you've been trying to tell us?
Come on, you got chicken fried rice trying to be in Benihana. Come on, chicken fried. Come on, man.
He said, hell yeah, they right.
This ain't $2 Tuesday. Come on.
Dating your price range. Oh, man. And once again, we not content stealers. We content creators. So I felt like I couldn't say it the way he said it. That's why I had to share the video. And y'all can follow him at THE_PROFESSIONAL_EX. That's his video. He might got more funny videos out there y'all might like. But I gotta add that to my Rolodex when I'm mentoring now to a young kid. All women are expensive. We thought there was a lane where there was no expensive women. We were lied to again.
Yeah, we were lied to again. Because in reality, most of the time, that people that was giving advice probably were broke. They were broke.
Yo, so you ones that was giving advice, well, y'all broke. Tell us the truth. Go read that one, Deco.
Funny but not true. In his day, 100% right today. No $2 hoes reaping 20 months cons. It ain't only money they steal. They steal so much more than money.
Was the prostitutes or the exes?
It might be the exes. All I can say is he's right. Say what you can pay for.
Listen, but every now and then, you know what I'm saying, you go on a nice vacation. We can't treat relationships like nice vacation.
No,
we go to Bali or something.
Nah, you can't. Come on, B.
What?
Pay what you weigh, B.
I weigh a lot. I weigh 300, so I at least get 300 range.
You gotta get your money up. You know
I get my money up?
Good thing you married. You know what I'm saying?
No, it ain't a good thing I'm married. I want out. I'm getting out. You
don't want to be out here. I
want to be back outside. I want to be in the streets.
I don't want to be outside. Outside is nasty. You know what I'm saying? HIV rate is up.
I'll be playing. I'll be playing. I'll be talking some
You
smack.
roll the dice if you won.
No.
Oh,
I crap. Give my dick back.
Chlamydia. HIV. Like, nah, come on.
Hey, listen. You gotta have some humor and everything. We're not making a joke about having those things. So please don't take it personal, okay? We
just joke it up here.
Because to have a serious conversation, sometimes you gotta smile through it. Because there's a lot of people. I don't want all those people that are going through those things. We feel for y'all. We want to help y'all find the resources. That's what we do at Behind the Enemy Line. So if you are going through that situation, you care to want to share your story, you got resources, because I met people like that when I was at the Juneteenth event, where they have resources and people that are willing to share their story. So just because y'all see us joking about it, you know what I'm saying? Because there was a comedian that made, I think it was Cat Williams or Eddie Murphy. I think it was Eddie Murphy when he did that, shaking the dice, and he's like, crap. When he's talking about getting the bad girl, he said, get my dick back. You know what I'm saying? So in humor, sometimes you have to humor a little bit to get to the source of an issue. But there's a lot of things that are really going on that we have to start becoming more aware to, because just because you don't hear it on CNN doesn't mean it's not happening. You got to come to an outlet like this sometimes. You got to come and watch Extremities. You got to watch the Lola Shea Show sometimes. You got to watch networks like IAXISRADIO that we might have a smaller audience right now, but we're able to talk about some things that y'all might be missing out is happening. So with the AIDS rising, with herpes rising, with chlamydia rising, and we as fathers, we as men, you know, I had to have these conversations with my daughters.
And it's important that we do have these conversations on a serious note, because, you know, when you look at the Bronx, the numbers are going up. When you look at, you know, around the country, the numbers are going up. So having these conversations, we can't be scared to have these conversations. A lot of these conversations are serious. You know, we try to put a joke on it, but it's really just to bring light to what's really going on. Yeah. And I want to say, for anybody that is going through any mental health crisis, that there's a number you can call, and the number is 844-755-5325. That's 844-755-5325 if you are going through any mental health crisis. So, we joke a lot, but we also like to give out.
We really care. Yeah, we really care, and that's why shows like this is important.
All I can say is he's right. Stay with what you can pay for.
I don't know, man. I gotta date up every now and then, man. You know what I'm saying? Well,
that will make a person go harder in life to be a better person.
Now that goes back to what we were saying in the beginning. See, that's why this comes full circle. This is why I love talking to other educated people and great audience members, because it comes all full circle with where we started. Could it be? For it to be, you gotta push yourself and go out. And that's what I was saying earlier in the beginning of the show, that there's a difference I know now between people that are really doing it, really grinding, really going hard to have the things that they have, and they not flossing. They stepping outside because they earned it.
Yeah.
And I take my hat off to those guys, because some of them didn't always have like that person before them to set it up for them.
Yeah.
There was some real grinders out there, you know what I'm saying? So even when they tried to clown Ashton Hall for losing the speed, dogs, how many people are doing the freaking challenge with the Saratoga water now and the tape over the mouth? So even though y'all clown them for one thing, part of his process you want to be a part of.
Yeah, it's
you want to see if it works.
But the people that always clown is the ones that's not really involved, right?
Yeah.
It's like a fan. Like you talking about somebody that's a professional, but he do this for a living. So it's easy to critique. You know what I'm saying, from the sideline. Steve Watts said, "Nice work, gentlemen. Salute."
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Broke advice.
Broke advice. I don't think it's broke advice.
What's up, Malik? What's up? How you doing?
Peace to all y'all.
I like the intro. Yeah.
Thank you. We appreciate y'all.
Well, dating your wage or just rent.
See, we can rent a lease. So it should be able to rent a lease. I like that.
Rent a lease.
Rent a lease.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're single, if you're married, you can't rent a lease.
Nah,
right?
you just gotta buy.
If you're married and you rent or lease, you're cheating. Okay, we're gonna put that out there right there. You're cheating. If you're married, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I talk a lot of smack, but
Shadell said it's not safe out here.
It's not.
Outside of terrible these days, these women take no prisoners.
We all gonna be casualties of war straight.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Humor has brought more light to the topic than the news. That's
Thank
true.
you. We appreciate you. Yeah.
Favorite podcast ever. No
Thank
doubt.
you. We appreciate y'all.
I got banned from most support groups in the first 6 months. I dated down, more expensive than dating up, and more trauma included.
Go ahead.
I think my mechanic once told me when I was buying a car, just because you can afford it doesn't mean that you can maintain it.
Oh, that's a fact. Oh.
Hey, people. Hey, peeps. What's up?
Y'all talking today, man. Shout out to Lola Shea in the building. Like I said, she's another show on IAXISRADIO every Monday. You know what I'm saying? She said something the other day. She's like, with everybody talking about how ICE is snatching people up, she's like, no, you're not gonna trick me into feeling sympathy for them. We got stuff that still need to get right for the black and brown people. And I had to say, you're right. They had me. They had me, dog. I was looking out for people. And then my wife was like, they snatching the can lady. They took the lady that's doing people hair. And I'm like, yeah, word. They gonna snatch my barber. He's $50 a clip. Oh man. So yeah, you gotta sometimes go to the smaller spaces to get better quality information on what's going on. So yeah, we care about everything that's going on. And if you watch, we 91 shows in, you go back and watch 90 shows, you'll see we touch all these topics, and we're gonna continue to do that because we want you to know that this is a safe space. So you might have got kicked out of all your other support groups, but you won't get kicked out of behind enemy lines. Like I said, uncomfortable conversations for grown men that can help point you in a direction. And this is why we have guests like this. We have the voice behind the mic, Al, and Wiz. When Wiz is here, these are all guys that are half a century old at least.
Yeah.
Minimum.
That's a lot of time.
That's a lot of time right there. A lot of education, and breaking those barriers of communication is what we're trying to do. So when we talk about relationships, our goal is, I know a lot of people when they hear the title talking about relations from the male point of view, who want to hear that? No girl want to hear that. You might not want to hear that, but you might find some keys to success to keeping your relationship together.
And it's also saying that, hey, I care about my partner.
Thank you. I care about my partner.
Majority of women these days are triple dating.
What is triple dating?
Triple dating is he pay for the food, he take me out, he buy my smoke or get my hair and nails done.
Multiple.
It's not just one person.
Now, if the man do that, we dogs.
I don't think we dogs, but it's going back to the OG saying that you got to date in.
But if you dating three, so maybe you got to date one that can afford to pay for my hands and my nails to get done. I got to pay for one that can help take care of my Mercedes, you know what I'm saying? And then I got to pay for one that give me the happy ending. Or I got to have one that give me the happy ending.
Well, if you got the money, you ain't got to worry about. That's what the ladies are saying. Most people only can provide so much.
You know.
So they
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
What are we willing? Men, we have to make a stand again. At some point.
The men are messed up out here, bro. I'm sorry.
And then we trying to get them back.
I'm a guy, B.
Jeez, make
them sound old as, why don't y'all half a century? I'm a half a century. I'm a half a century.
Half a century is a good thing.
Yeah, half a century is a 50.
That means you living good. We live. When you start getting into there's a guy that I want to interview in my hood. No, there's a guy, and there's a guy in the hood that I want to interview. I think he's like 105, 115. So I'm sending people to reach out to him because we shouldn't be looking at the clock. If you taking care of your body, you eating right, the number shouldn't matter when you take care of your body. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So ladies and gentlemen, it's that time, right? Chucky's cut, all right? It's battle time, all right? First ever. And when I say first ever, because we didn't have it last time. It didn't fit to go through, all right? First ever Chucky's Cut Battle Edition.
Somebody going home today.
Somebody's going home today. So I want y'all to get with it. Crowd.live, all right? Now, how this is going to go, Al, let me know if it changed. We're going to listen to both songs first, then you get to go and vote. So the songs are going to be played back to back. We're going to hear Mr. Wonderful first, Food on the Plate, and then we're going to hear Villegard G Thing. None of the songs were switched. Nobody casted their vote last show. It is live now. You are on the chopping block. Today it's gonna happen. So y'all better tell a friend to tell a friend to log on right now. Go to Behind the Enemy Lines and vote to keep or kill. All right. Is that how it go, Al?
That's right.
All right. So it's lined up. Shout out to once again to the artists that are on right now. Mr. Wonderful and Villegard. Anybody that wants to be a part of this, reach out to me at bhlfamily52yahoo.com or DM Gatekeeper or WizWiz on IG, and I'll tell you the process. Let's do it.
Mr. Wonderful. Brooklyn, what up? Put yourself in my shoes, you couldn't walk a block in them. Stock venom, if it was up to me, I let the block get them. Black denim, twin Glocks loaded. Left the ops missing, no proposition, cause you ain't got a window wall, pot the pistons. Stop and listen, legend said it best, you can't stop the vision. OG said there's two ways out these streets, even death or prison, I'm optimistic. Stayed on my grizzle, now my stock is risen. Knowledge is the key, can't you see? I got a lot of wisdom. Understand, the plan is to conquer and unlock the system. Red Phoenix, fire for your soul. I'm a red jeans, the breadwinner. It's the last supper. I prepared dinner, the round table. Built for only killers, not no scared niggas. Square niggas can't fit into my circle. Super weird niggas. The difference is I'm tapped and organized and well prepared, nigga. District number 9 on real time. I was there, nigga. Chopped and screwed out in DR. Screaming copy cool with mommy chew. And you ain't got a clue what we about to do. Better yet, bring another two. What a wonderful rendezvous. Peep the view. Maria and Marissa gon' freak the crew. Know how to seek a peekaboo. Chosen few. Be honorable. Obey your thirst. Take it all. Drink responsible. Ears, neck, and wrist super flooded with frozen molecules. Anything is possible. Hurdle over my obstacles. Seeking you will find, read the room. That's what a prophet do. El Trippy said, you was born a star. Ain't nothing stopping you. Get the message, kill a messenger. Never dying is optional. Provoke thoughts. I manifest and spit it logical. Goofy niggas comical. All caps. New era. 5950 snapback. Clap back. Whoever get in the way of my blue cheese. I got new cheddar. Vietnam. We cause harm. Fucker, you knew better. New
money. I love the smell, the scent of new leather. V12, whole ass horses, personal vendetta. So sick and so special together. I never been better. Been pumping iron, no lying. Don't make me bench pressure. Been pressure, authentic flow with a pimp texture. Old school handle BI with a Winchester. Slum action, hardwood box. Now let your bitch dress you. Casket sharp, fatal dose of heat from a massive dark. Wildlife, step in the room like Jurassic Park. Brooklyn keep on taking it, bodies dropping after dark. We here to fuck shit up before the party start. Getting bands with the swipe guards. We are nothing like y'all. Hang 'em high, spot 'em to snipe 'em. A real life fraud. You pussy niggas food on the plate, acting like white bras. You pussy niggas food on the plate, acting like white bras.
Let me slide on my G things, baby.
Yeah, sturdy in the spot on my East Coast shit. Snatch a nigga chain on my Debo shit. Make it hot 9-7 on my E-bro shit. We get it lit, you ain't leaving this bitch. Took enough fails, we ain't taking no more. Blue $100 bills over the living room flow. Gotta sell it for the high, you know we get it for the low. Like 1, 2, you know how this shit goes. Outside in the city, I got business outside. Know them hoes still broke, still them bitches outside. Only hanging with the gang is getting mixy outside. Only niggas getting money, bring the bitches outside. This is NYC at its finest. Summertime niggas gon' die cause the climate. Tryna push peace, but the hood gon' decline it. And there's so much pussy, but you still choosing violence. Know it's hot right now, bring the city outside. Where the party at? We gon' bring the Henny outside. I ain't going home, way too many women outside. Better use it or you getting left with it outside. Know it's hot right now, bring the city outside. Where the party at? We gon' bring the Henny outside. I ain't going home, way too many women outside. Better use it or you getting left with it outside. That I gotta bring the vibe into the city. Light skinned and heavy D and we ain't been on in a minute. All I wanna do is gas the bikes up and do it willy. Man, you niggas always talking money, why you never spending? Big ass make it bounce, I can never get enough. You ain't putting on this nigga, you won't never get a puff. See the bitch in your eye, I tell a nigga bluff. I don't trust none of you niggas, I already said enough. Falling back on that ass with a certified gangster lean. Got my weight up feeling like I took a sensu bean. Big blunt, same color as the Christmas tree. Oh, you broke, hanging with you is a risk for me. Know it's hot right now, bring the city outside. Where the party at? We gon' bring the Henny outside. I ain't going home, way too many women outside. Better use it or you getting left with it outside. Know it's hot right now, bring the city outside. Where the party at? We gon' bring the Henny outside. I ain't going home, way too many women outside. Better use it or you getting left with it outside.
Yes, y'all. Welcome back. We don't want no ties. Get your vote in, ladies and gentlemen. Get your vote in. It look like it's a tie right now. Get your vote in, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man. What I will say is I did like that, it was two different vibes going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was two different vibes, and I thank both artists for wanting to be the first on Behind the Enemy Lines, Chucky's, you know what I'm saying? Chucky's Cut Edition, Battle Edition. So Mr. Wonderful went first with Food on the Plate. What you thought about that?
I like that. Hard.
Yeah, it was hard. I like that.
Rough, rough, rugged.
Yeah, I like everything about that. And then you had Villagard, you know what I'm saying, with G Thing. What you thought about that?
That's a vibe. It was a bounce.
It's a bounce, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Summer vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Workout music, summer vibe, like, yeah that's what it was.
Yeah, I like both of them, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't up to me, it's up to y'all. That's what this is about. So go to crowd.live and vote NWCCR to keep or kill one of those tracks. And if we don't know by the end of the show, we gonna know by the time the show ends up. And I'm gonna go live on Instagram and TikTok, and I'm gonna let y'all know who the winner was. Ain't no cheating. You see it live right here, right? Ain't no cheating. Live right here, right, Al? Yeah. Ain't no cheating. Everything is up to y'all. And we ain't got no robots in here voting. None of that. You know what I'm saying? It's live and direct. So y'all go with the vote to keep or kill to see who y'all like. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it looked like, wait a minute. Who got 3-2?
Who got 3? Who got 3?
Food on the Plate got 3.
Food on the Plate got 3. Okay, Brooklyn and the Bronx is coming through. Hey man, I told the artists to let their people know they was gonna be on. Yeah, y'all gotta do your part, man. I can only create the opportunity. You gotta do your part. So congratulations to whoever wins. You know what I mean? And we definitely gonna do something at the end of the year. Have a trophy or something. You know,
gotta do that
at the end of the year.
I'm gonna throw one of my things in there. So,
okay, let's do it. Let's do it.
That's my man Hakeem. What up? That's my man Hakeem. He all the way in Milwaukee checking in. B.
Oh, we appreciate you, Milwaukee, in the building. We want to spread across the globe. Let us know if you like what we're doing. If you got a topic you want us to talk about, you know what I'm saying, and we'll definitely do that. We appreciate you for tuning in. Today we talked about, is it just a dream? Are we in love or just addicted to the idea of each other? Are more people running around with just the addictive idea of being with each other? You know what I'm saying? Not full time and putting in the work. You had the wild card where OG said, you know, all women are expensive.
Yeah.
Yo, that is the third gym that when I do have a son, I'm going to tell him that. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been putting together my list.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, why not? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit.
You know what I'm saying? Roast. Why not? You know what I'm saying?
Put the bucket hat low.
When I do have a son, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to let him know. All women are expensive.
I hope somebody heard
Choose
that.
the one in your budget and shut up. You know what I'm saying? That's ill. Choose the one in your budget and shut up. Yeah, I think if I would have heard that as a kid, it would have changed my whole life. What you think about you? Did you hear that from your dad?
Nah, man. My dad was preparing me for war.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? He used to take me to karate and chop me up. You know, as a kid, you ain't want to get hit that hard, but I understand what he was preparing me for, man.
Okay, we got people like this. Chandel says she voted for Mr. Wonderful. She wanted. So that count as number 4 or number 3? I don't know what you want me to do.
Is it 3-3?
It's a 3-3. Oh, yeah, it's 3-3, ladies and gentlemen. New York is on a split decision. This is what we like so far. No, it's 3-2.
3-2.
Who's
3-2.
Mr. Wonderful is up. Okay, 3-2.
Mr. Wonderful. Okay, hey.
Okay. I'm just bringing the news.
Bring the information.
We just bring the information. If more people want to say who they voted for, y'all leave it in the chat. You know what I'm saying? If we got it in the right, we'll recount. You know what I'm saying? We live and direct right now. So we talked about certain things that also you should watch out in your relationship for. To check to make sure you're not doing. To know if you're in a good relationship where the love can be found, or if you're addicted to certain things, you need to find out you're addicted, because with addiction, you know what I'm saying, and I know you got a short definition for what an addiction is, so you can tell the people, but with addiction, you have to be the one to find out that you have an addiction. You understand? It's not just your partner.
Some people don't know they have addiction.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not identifiable, and certain behaviors is just accepted in certain environments.
Okay. And that's what we want to bring awareness to, you know what I'm saying, is that you may not know. You might wonder, like, yo, I keep thinking that I picked the wrong person. How did I wind up single? Or how am I alone? This is why, because you might have addictive behaviors that you're doing and don't even know that you're doing. So ego validation or love. Pick which one that you want to have and which one you should be displaying. Emotional chaos. You know what I'm saying? Even though it might feel good, you shouldn't have to get stabbed with the butter knife, you know what I'm saying, to make love at night. You know what I'm saying? Like,
love that toxicity. I'm sorry.
Just a little bit of toxicity. Not a lot. not a lot. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Show me you love me, baby.
So if you're doing too much toxicity, you know, that might be the reason. And the person might just be holding on until they can find a safe time to get out and they dip on you. Please do, because women are very pricey. Okay, women are very pricey. We got to know, you know what I'm saying? Then you had the fantasy in your head. Is it a fantasy in your head, or is there a reality that you're living? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't tell me that the Cowboys are my favorite team. That's your fantasy. I'm a Giants fan. I can't stand them.
Brooklyn, let's go. Dean Foley.
Okay, Brooklyn, let's go.
That's the trauma,
you know, that's the trauma. Make sure y'all vote, ladies and gentlemen. We want to know by the end of the show who's going to get chopped off the chopping block. And then you got number 4. Would you still want them if you wasn't doing the things that they just want from you? You know what I'm saying? Would you still be there? You know what I'm saying? I'll be there. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be there.
That was a Simp song we said it was. I'll be there. You know what I'm saying? I could be in the group. I could definitely be in the group. Just call my name and I'll be there. I'm hanging up. Don't call Tyrone. I'm hanging up.
It's a different time. That was a different time.
A different time?
Yeah.
Different time. And then we had number 5, the mirror test. And the mirror test is for you, not your partner. You know what I mean? So even if you want to tell your partner about it, find a way for someone that they trust to hear it from, because if you just going to tell them, it's going to put you at war. You don't want to be at war. You know what I'm saying? You see the new shirt? It's not about being at war. You know what I'm saying? It's about being united and together. You know
King and queen.
King and queen. You want to be united? Take the mirror test. And the mirror test is simple. You know what I'm saying? Take away the physicalness, take away the sex, take away the convenience, and take away the fear of being alone. Would you still choose the person that you with? And if you can answer it like D Chorus and like me and say yes, then you know you're not the problem.
Yeah.
It could be the other half. They the problem.
It could be. I'm just gonna say love who love you.
Love who love you.
And don't look at nobody else's relationship and try to judge it to yours.
That's a big one. A lot of people do get caught looking over the fence, and you know they always say the grass is not greener on the other side. But then you got those economical people, and they say, well, the grass is greener because we water it over here.
That could be true.
Water your grass then.
They got the money to hire.
Here you go with the money. Listen, if you got the house, it comes with a hose. Go get a $3 hose and water your grass.
Most people ain't cutting their grass though.
You gotta be like Stanley. Could you please stay off my grass?
Well, you know, so put a fence up.
Put a fence. Yo, you gotta put a fence up to protect your relationship. That's the first time I heard that one. Put a fence up. That don't mean crashing out. See, every time we say something, we gotta generalize it. Because people will take it to the next level.
Well, you take it to how you want to take it. I'm not doing that.
You're not doing that?
No, this is not 3rd grade where we're gonna hold your hands, make sure you're okay, boys and girls. No, come on, stop. And one more thing.
More thing. Get him.
Y'all gotta learn how to read out here. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I know that came out of left field. But I've been seeing some things online.
Yeah, me too.
It's sad, but I just looked up like that 37%.
Yeah.
You know, reading level. At reading level. They ain't say like above. But at. So
yeah, and you might see a picture that I put up. I've been meaning to put up too, because actually I met a mobile bookstore. I want to say a mobile bookstore. Let me get all the information right before I say that. But while we was at the Juneteenth event, I got my first book that I haven't read like a hard copy book in a long time. And they was giving out books, and I took a book, and it's called All Sinners Bleed. You know what I mean? And it's a cop story. You know what I'm saying? Right now about a black cop, and during the KKK, well, in a KKK town in Virginia where it's at, and there's a lot of KKK stuff still going on, and he's the sergeant. You know what I'm saying? And there's a murder that happens, but you see how they still look at the black cop. You know what I'm saying? Even the black community. You know what I'm saying? But I say that to say this. Going back to actual reading, 15 minutes a day. It doesn't have to be a whole lot. 15 minutes a day will help you get back or get better at what you're doing, and you need to do that because it helps your communication. You know what I mean?
What the numbers looking like, Al, before we parting out of here?
Mr. Wonderful still at 3. Hold on, and Yellow Guy still at 2.
All right, it's a 3-2. I mean, you know, it looks like Billy Gard's gonna get cut today, man. But hey, man, that's all we can do is show up and show out, man. Before we roll out, I'm gonna ask you this one question. You know what I'm saying? And it's probably be the second topic that we bring up next behind the enemy lines. You know what I mean? Every other Saturday, 5 to 7 p.m. here on IAXISRADIO. Shout out to Takaija as well from Takaija's Takes. She'll be in Connecticut tomorrow, trying to compete to go to Nationals. We'll see how that goes.
All right.
Good luck to all the Bronx Tigers that are out there competing, because they've been competing since Friday and doing their thing. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Good luck to all the Bronx Tigers, and I wish you well.
And to all y'all drug dealers and kingpins, donate some money to these kids, man.
Yeah. And a lot of these local companies, man, donate, man.
They don't care about,
donate.
Pair Balenciaga will help these kids in their uniforms out, man. You know what I'm saying? Or pair them Mary Jeans. Mary Jeans cost $1,000, man. Like, let's help these kids out. We always giving money to people that come home from jail and all that. Let's give money to kids going to college and kids trying to do something. That's what we need to start doing, man. Let's get that movement going.
I agree, and I just want to also shout out my daughter's step team. Last week we went to the event. Type the name in the chat so I don't. Beautiful, activated, motivated sisters. BAMs coming out of the Bronx, MS 142. The school inside Sousa. Out of 77 teams, they went 3 rounds, made it to the top 10. At the event, next show I'm gonna share some footage that I did get. I didn't think that they was gonna outpack the whole arena.
But they
did.
The
people showed up.
That's the support.
For those top 10 teams, the people showed up. And shout out to all the teams, period, because all the teams did amazing. But to the BAMs themselves, I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all was amazing. Y'all step, y'all choreography. Shout out to y'all dance instructor, Novi. Shout out to Novi. I plan to have her on the show at some point. Y'all really did y'all thing. Y'all didn't bring home the championship trophy, but
that doesn't matter.
Us at Behind the Enemy Lines, we're gonna do something for them at some point. Maybe Al, we could put something together and get them on a show, not just here, but actually somewhere performing. They stepped for Kevin Riley as well.
Okay.
During the Juneteenth thing, they was really amazing, and congratulations for y'all making it into that top 10 and doing the things that y'all did was really an amazing thing. But they packed out the building, though.
Producer P said shout out to DYCD for the coordinating event.
Oh yeah, that's right, DYCD. I'm gonna get all the information.
I want to give a shout out to two of my grandkids. They going to high school. I'm getting old. Taylor and Niam. Salute to y'all. God bless y'all. Keep doing what y'all doing. And make sure y'all stay out the way.
Stay out the way. Before we go, you and Al, I want y'all to answer this question, and then we're gonna go and go into our song, and I'll see y'all in 2 weeks, man. Behind the Enemy Lines, a podcast where we talk about relationships from the male's point of view, but we don't exclude the ladies. Red pill or the blue pill? I want y'all to be honest. Are you chasing love or just chasing the adrenaline that comes with the relationship? Are we, as men, still chasing love, or are we chasing the adrenaline of being in a relationship?
I think it depends on what age you is now.
So let's start with what you call the YNs. Let's start with them. What are they? Because it looks like they're chasing adrenaline to me.
All it is, they taking honey packs. What y'all doing taking honey packs, YNs? Come on, man. That's for the old heads, and you old heads better watch out, because that Cialis speed your heart up. You ain't working out. I know you're not. You just ate a double cheeseburger and some fries and a strawberry shake. You shouldn't
And then pop a roast fox. And, you know what I'm saying? Or what's the other joint that come discreet in the mail? I don't know, Hims. Get a Hims. Get a Hims, and you ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
The YNs, they definitely chasing the adrenaline. I think the next age group up is scared to look for love, right? And I think the next age group after that, they just looking for companionship. I think they don't believe in love anymore.
So is that the 35 to 40 don't believe in love no more?
35,
just companionship?
45, yeah. Well, no, the 35 to 45 is scared.
It's scared.
It's the 44 and up that just looking for companionship. Because, they didn't have I think everybody got caught out there with the YOLO, so they didn't ran out there. A lot of women that mismanaged they coochie. You know what I'm saying?
Is that a thing, ladies? Can you mismanage your coochie?
You could.
Is the box no longer a square?
Malik said double shot of Henny.
And I think Mr. Wonderful said thanks for having him, something of that nature. We'll go back and read that real quick. So at your age, you're taking the blue pill, keeping it safe.
Yeah,
not the red pill. You're not chasing the adrenaline.
Not at this age.
If you were 10 years younger.
No.
Blue pill still?
Still blue pill.
20 years younger. Blue pill still?
I'm going to red.
Okay. I just wanted to see how long before we got there. Al, is there any point where you was choosing the red pill, or was the blue pill always in effect?
I would say from the age of 15 to probably 20, I was chasing the red pill.
15 to 20, you were chasing the red pill. That adrenaline?
Yeah. That adrenaline was crazy, man. It was crazy. But then, you know, I when you grow up in Harlem, man, you grow up fast, you grow up hard, and you grow up quick. So about the time I was 22, man, I seen it all, done it all. I'm ready to chill.
That's how it is.
Damn. So my dad was from Harlem, but my mom's moved me to the Bronx. So the Bronx must have made me soft. Because, you know, I kind of choose the blue pill off the rip. I wasn't chasing the adrenaline at first.
Well, it could be how you was raised.
That definitely had a part of it.
Household, what you saw.
Yeah.
So all that comes into play.
Yeah, so now I'm down there half a century, and I'm thinking about the red pill.
It's too late.
It's not too late. We got Rose Sparks and Hibbs.
Lance Malone said, shout out to the honey pack. Come on. Yo.
See how I got the honey pack, the Rose Sparks? You know what I'm saying? They got it set up for me to win, Al.
Yeah, man.
They got me set up to win.
They got you set up to lose.
To lose? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank y'all all for tuning in. Did we read? And is there any comments that we missed?
Go back.
Want to read?
Right here.
All right, go. We read these and then we'll get on out of here.
Congratulations, Bams. Great job you did, girls. Positive vibes. Thank you, family, for having me as the first artist in the rap battle of Chucky's Cut. Appreciate you guys. One love.
Appreciate you too.
Adrenaline.
That's what I'm talking about, Cap.
Adrenaline, come on.
Adrenaline, yes, two, baby.
Love,
Two.
come on.
No, forget love.
That was
That's adrenaline. That's 4 Al for adrenaline.
My vote is for Mr. Wonderful.
Okay, so that's 4 votes. He got 4.
I was chasing love, now I chase peace. If she knows where the light is in the bathroom, it's time for her to go. I'm 30.
So that's adrenaline. That's another one for adrenaline. The red pill. There's a lot of red pills being chosen. Adrenaline, another one, Al.
Shout out to
Honey Pack. That's adrenaline, baby.
Yeah, what's up with all these Honey Pack people, B? Come on, B.
Harlem in the building. What's that, Bronx night? Okay. Yeah, I'm a Bronx night.
All right,
Harlem in the building. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
Bronx didn't make you soft, it matured you. Okay?
Yes, it did. It made me mature. You know what I'm saying?
That blue pill, take the red pill, ride your body through life like a rocket, power, bust to hell. Come on.
The red pill is on fire, Al.
Your mom was from Harlem, born and raised, forced by my moms to be the Bronx, but always Harlem.
Nah, you in the Bronx. Cut it out, man. Ain't where you're from.
Shout
it's
out
where
to
you're
Kaya
at.
and her team. Job well done.
Yes. I want to thank y'all all for tuning in to another episode. All 5 barrels stand up. That's a fact. All 5 barrels stand up. You know what I'm saying? I'm BX all day, though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Home of KRS-One. We in the building, man. The bridge is over. But.
Well, I want to thank everybody for showing love. IAXISRADIO behind enemy line. Brother Wiz, filling in for Brother Wiz. Rest up, kick your feet up. I don't know if you can eat ice cream because you know you get a certain age, start getting lactose tolerant. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. It's true.
You can get some lactose ice cream now.
That's
a thing. Yeah, it's lactose ice cream now.
I gotta do that.
Yeah, they engineering a lot of stuff. You gotta check the other ingredients, but it's lactose.
Yeah, I'm have to check
manufacturers. Stay away from it.
Yeah. I'm out with us. Go to the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take a couple of spoons and
and take it. So before we got it, who's the winner, Al? We calling the race?
Look like it's going to be Mr. Wonderful.
Mr. Wonderful, I think he got 4 votes, and you got a couple in the chat that voted for him.
You got 3, and you got 3 on the chat. So
3 in the chat, that's 6. All right, Mr. Wonderful, congratulations. The first winner of Chucky's Cut. You get to keep your apron and your turntables for another day.
Only for now.
We're going to set some up. We're going to have, it's an opening for 2 new artists to hit me up so they can be on the next one. Because I think we're going to do losers versus losers, winners versus winners. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to have new ones rotating in all the time. I want to thank Al, IAXISRADIO for what we got going on. This show's happening from Sunday to Sunday, so make sure y'all get in tune with IAXISRADIO. We got the merch coming up real soon. Your Success, your second chance. Make sure y'all go check them out. True success story of a underachiever. Got the
on
book.
Lulu, LU Publishing.
You see the brand coming out together by the Gatekeeper. You know what I'm saying? I'm the One Clothing coming real soon. Keep in tune. IAXIS Radio, we got merch as well with IAXIS Radio merch. So make sure y'all check us out. And throughout the week, tune in app 365 Live, all right? You can hear the playbacks of the show on IAXIS Radio on IG. You can hear it on bettergreenentertainment.com as well. Get in tune with us with TikTok and Instagram. We're going to be doing a lot of things real soon. I appreciate everybody for coming through and spending y'all Saturday afternoons with me. It's the Gatekeeper. Peace.
Peace.
Mr. Wonderful. Brooklyn, what up? Put yourself in my shoes, you couldn't walk a block in them. Stock venom, if it was up to me, I let the block get them. Black denim, twin Glocks loaded. Left the ops missing, no proposition, cause you ain't got a window or a pot to pissin'. Stop and listen, legend said it best. You can't stop the vision. OG said it's two ways out these streets, even death or prison. I'm optimistic. Stayed on my grizzle, now my stock is risen. Knowledge is the key, can't you see? I got a lot of wisdom. Understand the plan is to conquer and unlock the system. Red Phoenix, fire for your soul. I'm a red genius, the breadwinner. It's the last supper. I prepared dinner, the round table. Built for only killers, not no scared niggas. Square niggas can't fit into my circle. Super weird niggas. The difference is I'm tapped and organized and well prepared, nigga. District number 9 on real time. I was there, nigga. Choppers and screw out in DR. Screaming copy cool with mommy chew. And you ain't got a clue what we about to do. Better yet, bring another two. What a wonderful rendezvous. Peep the view. Maria and Marissa gon' freak the crew. Know how to seek a peekaboo. Chosen few. Be honorable. Obey your thirst. Take it all. Drink responsible. Ears, neck, and wrist super flooded with frozen molecules. Anything is possible. Hurdle over my obstacles. Seeking you will find, read the room. That's what a prophet do. El Trippy said, you was born a star. Ain't nothing stopping you. Get the message, kill a messenger. Never dying is optional. Provoke thoughts. I manifest and spit it logical. Goofy niggas comical. All caps. New era. 5950. Snapback. Clap back. Whoever. Get in the way of my blue cheese. I got new cheddar. Vietnam. We cause harm. Fucker, you knew better. New money. I love the smell, the scent of new leather. V12, all ass horses, personal vendetta. So sick and so special together, I never been better. Been pumping iron, no lying, don't make me bench pressure. Been pressure, authentic flow with a pimp texture. Old school handle BI with a Winchester. Slum action, hardwood box, now let your bitch dress her. Casket sharp, fatal dose of heat from a massive dark. Wildlife, step in the room like Jurassic Park. Brooklyn keep on taking it, bodies dropping after dark. We here to fuck shit up before the party start. Getting bands with the swipe guards. We are nothing like y'all. Hang 'em high, spot 'em to snipe 'em, and we don't like fraud. You pussy niggas food on the plate, acting like white bras. You pussy niggas food on the plate, acting like white bras.